Hey, what's happening, nation? It's Joku. Wanted to take a look at our offense and our defense, just as a total offense, defense standpoint tonight, and just kind of see how we're looking. We've gotten a lot stronger on both sides of the ball, and I will tell you guys right now, if we can have a top 12 defense and a top 12 offense, we're going to the playoffs, and we have a serious shot at getting into that big game, because that's always been our problem. We've always had one or the other. We've never had both, and it's always been on the defensive side of the ball. But I really think we got a shot at it this season, so I want to take a look at the pros and cons of both sides of it, and I want to know what you guys are thinking about it, so be sure to jump in. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. You know I do appreciate that, but we're not going to waste too much time. Diego, the offense, the defense has a lot of unproven pieces with potential. It honestly could be said about both sides of the ball, so I'm curious to see what happens with this. Pizza, what's going on, man? Road to 1,000, 33 more to go. Man, I'm getting close to 1,000 subs. I truly appreciate that. For you guys that have followed this channel for a good minute, I really started it to get to like maybe 50 people to bullshit Raider football with. The fact this channel has grown that much seriously blows my fucking mind. So thank you all very much for it. I truly do appreciate it. I started this just to bullshit Raider football. So every time I go live and you guys jump in here, it literally makes my whole damn day. So thank y'all for that. Raiders L, defense is stacked. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm going to be fighting for them through this. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but we're going to look at both sides of it. I think we have both. 805, what's happening, dude? I really do think we have both. I really think that's why I put that on there, because I truly think we're going to have a top 12 offense and a top 12 defense. And I think that's going to be what gets everybody talking about the nation this year. Facts, we finally got both. King, what's happening, dude? I really think we do, man. Yeah, vice versa with the previous comment. It is. What do you think about the Jamal Adams rumors? I mean, I would love it. I don't know if you'd find somebody that does not love it, but I truly just don't think it's going to happen. They want a first and a third. I don't think there's any way that Mayock would come away from that. A lot of people are trying to put together a package that has Gabe Jackson going. I really don't think that's going to happen either. I mean, I would love to have him. I don't think they're going to pay that for him. And then the amount of money that he does want, you're talking about getting rid of Gabe, plus you're making a lot of other moves just to free up enough money to bring him in. I would take it in a heartbeat. Just do not think it's going to happen. It's a lot of hype right now, and that rumor mill is just getting pushed. I think he's going to end up staying put where he's at. I say nobody's going to give up that, but I mean, we gave that up with Mac for the exact same damn reason. So it's possible. Anything is possible with that. Yo, sorry I missed some of the streams. I've been very... Oh, Supreme, what's going on, dude? Man, no worries, dude. I know how it is. I get caught up all the damn time. Chris, what's happening, man? We have the potential to be top 10 on both sides of the ball. We'll have to see what happens. I think a lot of it's going to be how it shakes out through this, through camp and all the cuts that we make. But I'm telling you, man, we were looking at it the other night. There's going to be a lot of dudes cut off this team that have been Raiders for a minute, and it's going to be... I'm not even going to say it's going to be shocking, but it's going to be what has to happen to push this team over the top. I'm happy as shit about it, man. We are not getting Jamal Adams. We don't need to give away valuable picks. Mayock loves his picks, and I don't see him giving up a first. I see him trading somebody to try to get another first, but we'll see what happens with that. Adams rumors are getting intriguing. We'll see by week 4 or 5 if something is being needed. Yeah, that is true. I will give you that. Those rumors are going to get swirled just because there's nothing else happening right now. So anything that can make a little bit of news or get a little bit of hype out there, they're going to jump on that. And they're going to ride that shit into the ground. Pretty much like they did with Brady and all the other rumors that were circling around. Stop with the Jamal Adams stuff. Yeah, I'm with you, dude. That's what I'm saying, man. It's not going to happen. Joyner Jackson and a third, I say you do it. If you can do Joyner Jackson and a third and bring him in, I would take that, especially with the depth that we've brought in on the offensive line. And I could see us parting with a third. When's training camp? They haven't officially released a date on it. They're doing their phase 1 reopening, so a lot of it's going to come down. I'm hoping it goes off right when it's supposed to. I truly hope that it does. I think these mini practices and shit that we're pulling off are going to be extremely valuable for us. P-Ring, what's happening, dude? Definitely top 12 offense. Hoping the defense gels quickly. That's going to be a key. And that's going to be a key on our offensive side of the ball, too. 805, I'd do that. I mean, that's a damn good trade. I just don't know if they would do it on their end. The potential is there, but the coaches have to take advantage and do it right. Chris, I will completely agree with you there. They have to play these dudes to their strengths, because if they don't, it's going to kill us, and we're going to be in the same boat that we were in. So let's go ahead and we'll jump into it. Let's take a look at it. On the offensive side of the ball, There's three major knocks against this offense that people are out there saying if you watch the mainstream dudes, and even people that aren't truly mainstream, just their opinions on it. The first one's Derek Carr. Can he lead this team? Can he be that guy? I'm not going to jump into a giant Derek Carr discussion. You guys know exactly where I stand on him. But that's the first thing that everybody's going to throw in your face if you say we're going to have a top 12 offense. They're going to say his name, and you're going to have to talk until you're blue in the face defending the dude. But until he comes out there and proves it, that is what it is. The second one is our running backs. I know we have Josh Jacobs. I know we went out there and got Lynn Bowden. I think Bowden, you're going to see him maybe doing those jet sweeps. You're going to see him motioned out like Sanjay was showing you guys to where he ends up being more of a receiver out there. And then he might get in on some gimmick plays. And then we brought in Booker. And I know we still have Stans back, but we do not have that true number 2 back on this team right now. And honestly, it scares the shit out of me. So that is something that could potentially hurt us. But if Jacob stays healthy and the rest of these guys do what they're supposed to do, I don't think it'll be an issue. But I'm curious to see how that running back room shakes out because I know we're going to bring another back in here. Curious to see who it is, but that's going to end up being a big deal for us. And then the third knock on our offense is these kids are young, like super, super young, like our actual weapons. You take Williams out of the equation, I mean, Waller's pretty much just getting into his rhythm out there of being a starter and playing. But then everybody else is either a rookie year or their second year. I have no doubt in my mind these kids are going to go out there and be able to put this all together and get this done, especially if we can get them out to these little practices before camp and everything starts. But it is a true knock against this team. And then plus just the injury bug that always seems to follow us around. So I'm curious to see what happens with that. In my heart of hearts, I truly believe we could have a top 12 offense. I truly believe that Carr can carry us through and get us to that point, and we will be looking damn good. The offense is not going to be a problem for us. I think we are truly going to be jacked. I truly, truly believe that. I think this is going to be the year where everything clicks. So let me know what you guys think about that. I'm saying it, man. I think we're going to be top 12 for sure. Oh, Kirby, what's happening, man? Welcome to the show. The potential is there. No, been there. Don't trade any picks. Every time I see a bitch put up a graph of the potential. Yeah, dude, I'll give you that, Stubblein. When in Henderson High Quarter being built, they will be able to practice. I don't know that. I truly don't know. It's all going to come down to this reopening plan that they're on and how fast these phases go. The defense is looking solid. How healthy do you see Abrams and the Prince make the 53? I see them both making it for sure. Like I truly do. I did that cornerback breakdown the other night. Our cornerbacks are looking strong. If we can have either Heath or Randall come out there and play stronger than Harris, that our safeties are looking damn good. I still think that Abram and Randall are going to make a damn good duo back there. And then, we got 4 starting cornerbacks on this team, so we got plenty of depth back there. It's going to come down to that nickel spot. And I had a guy come out and tell me, he's like, we're going to be playing way more 4-3. We're not going to be running as much nickel. I was like, I went back and forth with him for a minute. I was like, dude, I think you're right, but I think it's not going to be till the end of the season. White's not going to come out there and start in a 4-3. If Lee's healthy, it's possible we can come out in a 4-3. I don't think we want to see Morrow out there in a 4-3. He's proven that he cannot keep up with those running backs. And it's going to take Muse a little bit of time to develop. So, it's going to be Joyner back there in that nickel to open up this season. And I'm hoping that you see Muse maybe jump in there early downs and see Amik get in there and try to earn his spot of taking over that starting role. So that's going to be cool as shit to see. Who do you think starts the season? Muse, Morrow, or Lee? That's a tough one. If he's healthy, it's, in my personal opinion, I think it's going to be Lee. Like I said, Morrow's proven that he cannot keep up with those backs, but he has proven that when he's surrounded by talent and people can put him in a spot and he knows exactly what his one job is, that he can go out there and get that done. I think Muse is going to take a little bit of time. That transition of learning a new position, understand that he played both, but learning a new position at the NFL level is drastically different. But I think by the end of the season, if Muse is everything that we think he's going to be, you're going to see him winning that spot. Either him or White. I'm not giving up on White. If White can go out there and make this team and put on a little bit of mass, that kid's going to end up taking that spot and being our third linebacker out there. And I'll tell you right now, if you have Kwiatkowski, Littleton, and you bring White out there with a little bit more size on him, that is 3 fast as shit coverage linebackers that can go out there and put the thump on somebody. I know Kwiatkowski, everybody's saying he can't really do the coverage. He can. I'm telling you he can. He's not ideal for it, but that's why he's going to be playing more of that middle spot for us, to where he's more just the spy guy, which is huge for him. That's exactly what we want. And then you have Littleton, and then you have somebody like White or Muse out there that can do the other coverage for you. It pulls you out of that nickel. It puts you in a true 4-3, and that's a stronger defense overall, just because you have a little bit more size and a little bit more power on the field. And on the defensive side of the ball, that's big. That is truly big, especially if your secondary is fast enough to keep up with everybody. The management loves him. Yes, they do. I feel like he will help. I feel like with help he can. I think he can too. It's going to just take a little bit of help for him. And it's going to be just people putting him out there and being like, all right, this is what you have to do. Mitchell, what's happening, man? He can turn into a White Littleton. It's possible. It is very possible. Should we sign Stephen Gregg? I don't think so, dude. We brought in that new kicker, so we have the competition out there. I'm honestly curious to see who wins that battle. I think that kid's out of Utah State. The kid had crazy numbers, so it's going to be a little bit of a battle for our kicker's position, but I'm okay with it, whoever takes it. DC can get it done and then some. It falls on Gruden. Yes, it does. If Gruden does not open up this playbook and play these new kids to their strength, it's going to be a long damn season, and we're all going to end up sitting back bitching at each other on Sundays of who let us down. At the end of the day, it's going to be him. But I really think Gruden's going to open this thing up. He has to. He truly, truly has to. We finally have the pieces to do it, so let's fucking move on and do that shit. Frankie, what's happening, man? The offense is better, but the defense is looking good. The defense is starting to look incredibly strong out there. We're going to jump into them in just a minute here. I think the Raiders should start Derek Carr the first 4 games, and if he does bad, start Mariota the rest of the season. I honestly think you're probably going to see, I think it'll end up being up until the bye week, so I think he'll get those first 5 games in. Depending on what's happening right there, you might have somebody else starting that Tampa Bay game. I think Derek Carr is going to probably end up going 4-1 through those first 5 games, so I'm not too worried about him losing his job, but you're right. Because I'm telling you, if there's any steps back or if there's anything that's not really clicking out there, you're going to see Carr moved on from sooner than later. And I personally will be pissed about it, but at the same time, we've gotten to the point to where, okay, it's either this is it. You either do it or you don't. Why do people blame Gruden? He's doing his job. I don't blame Gruden. I blame Gruden's play calling, man. I understand that he lets Carr take a little bit of control at the offensive line, but that dude has a game plan that he wants to stick to throughout a game, every single game, and he's not willing to move from it. So as long as he's willing to open it up, I'm okay with that. If he wants to run a similar game plan that he did last year, it did work for us in some games, and we do have better weapons around him now. But at the same time, give Carr more to work with. He can absorb, or he can bring it. Oh, man. He can go out there and make more happen with what he has right now as long as Gruden lets him. That's why I'm putting the blame on him. And honestly, I'm putting it on both of them because Carr can go up to that offensive line and change it to whatever damn play he wants and then deal with the consequences afterwards. And that's what it's going to be, what it takes for him to take that next step. We needed our line to be healthy. When Trent was out, our offense was gushing out blood on the right side. Yes, because that's a tough one for us because we bring in Brandon Parker. I know a lot of you guys are down on him. I've talked him up a good bit, but we brought in extra people now to really help seal that. So, but our offensive line, when they're truly, truly healthy, which we only got to see that a few times where we had our starting 5 across the board last season, they were damn good. So hopefully they can stick together. Raiders and some, what's happening to them? Welcome to the show. Mariota isn't going to have Gruden a complicated offense down. He will have to, yeah. And I will say that he will get some packages where he does get to come in there and make some plays for us. There is no way that he can absorb Gruden's system just through one off season. So yeah, there's no chance of that. But by mid-season, he'd be able to have enough together to where he could take it over and they could struggle through the rest of the year to see what they wanted to do moving forward. So I'm not taking that off the table. Prince will make the 53 and will likely start week 1, be a safety blanket for Arnett. That's very possible, Diego. I'll give you that. I still think that Arnett has a shot at going out there and winning that spot. I truly think that he does. But any kind of setbacks or anything like that or any kind of thing getting messed up with camp, I think you will see Prince out there. But I want to see Arnett. I want to see these young kids get out there and play. Gruden is an egomaniac, and with that dink and dunk system, he refuses to let Carr open it up. Even with Gannon, they butted heads. A good soldier doing what he's told. And yeah, you're right, Chris. But that's the thing. Like, Gannon would go out there and change the play to whatever the hell he wanted and then run off the sideline and get bitched at. But at the end of the day, the decisions worked, and we ended up winning the games. And I think that's, honestly, I think that's what Gruden wants to see out of his quarterback. And I don't know if Carr would ever do that. And that's what sucks about it. I will tell you that right there. Because it's a West Coast offense. It is. But, I mean, even in that West Coast offense, they like to take their shots, man. We're not taking as many shots as this offense is supposed to take. But we have the weapons out there to where now we can. So it might change. It's questionable if you see a guy wide open to throw to him. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Mariota is here to prevent a nightmare that we had in 2016 with the rookie starting a playoff game. Yes, facts. I will give you that. Oh, MVP, what's happening, man? I don't see White making this team. I truly do. I'm not going to lie to you. It's very possible that he does not. It's going to be him coming in there and really proving himself, a lot like Lee had to do. But if you're going against Morrow and you're going against Lee, and then it could end up being White and Muse making this team, and Morrow and Lee could be gone. So I don't know. There's no telling how it's going to shake out, but it's a real possibility. White might not end up making this team. We need Carr to be a top 15 QB. Carr is a top 15 QB. I promise you that. I don't think we'll have a problem hitting that mark. The people truly loving Gruden are stuck in the nostalgia and unaware of facts. I'm telling you, man, he has to prove himself. I got down. It was probably mid last season. I ended up getting pissed about Gruden. It was the same shit every single week, and it drove me nuts. So, yeah, I'm with you. Time to wake up and show everybody. Who will be the backup for Trent Brown and Sharp or Sam Young? I think it's going to end up being Sam Young. I think that dude's a hell of a lot better than people give him credit for. But I really think Sharp's damn good, too. Just having that depth out there, I think those dudes are both on this team, but I think Sam will end up winning the spot on the depth chart out there. Gruden has unfinished business. Can't wait for him to face the Patriots. I truly think we are going to kick the shit out of the Patriots this season. I truly do believe that. We need... man, these things jump so much. Parker better not make the team. I'll take Sam Young over him. Parker isn't the one that I truly think he might end up being out. I was talking about him. He was learning that swing tackle position, and that's tough to learn. So when you look at it, he's had his opportunity to learn it. He's come in there over the past couple seasons multiple times. He gets shredded every damn time. That's probably going to be the end of him. You are right about that. It sucks to say, but he will be one of the people gone. I feel like too many people are sleeping on Johnson. If you're talking Isaiah Johnson, I would love to see him be our number 2 corner outside of Mullins. Arnett is the 3rd. Prince is the 4th. I think that would be, in the future, moving forward, I think that might be the setup. But I really think Arnett's going to win one of these starting jobs. Isaiah Johnson, if he's our number 3 cornerback, we will have 3 young, awesome corners. And I will be so damn happy about that. Gruden has a punching bag with rookie coach. Or 2. Yeah, Gruden and Sean Payton are old friends. I'll give you that. Revenge game versus the Pats and the refs. If we can get that, that's going to be a big game for us. That's just going to be a big morale game because I know we're going to go out there and beat them. Good matchup overall. That defense is still going to be solid as shit out there. It really is. But that offense is going to be struggling. Our defense will be good enough to keep us well in that game. We'll be able to score enough to end up edging it out. So I'm happy as shit about that. Chance to be competitive versus the Chiefs at Kansas City. Yes. I really think we end up taking the Chiefs out in one of these games. Whether it be home or away, I honestly feel like we have a better shot at beating them away for some reason this season. So I really hope we can go into Arrowhead and knock them off. I'd be happy as shit about that. Tony Romo, what's happening, man? Welcome to the show. The Jets game drove me insane. I was pissed. Dude, we were all so pissed off about that game. That was when you saw it was just over. And it sucked to see. That game literally broke my damn heart. I'm not even going to lie to you out there. The Bungles will waste the new QB's career like they do with all their other good players. Man, I really felt bad for that kid going over there. Maybe he can go out there and just kind of give him a little bit of life, give him a little bit of hope. It might be like the Browns are right now. So I'm curious to see what happens with them. He is a damn good kid, so I'm wishing him the best out there. we are really dependent on Randall to play the solid free safety. Yes, we are. Like, let's look at the defensive side of this thing real quick. We brought in a damn good defensive lineman, 2 solid-ass linebackers. We brought in some safeties. We got some younger cornerbacks out there. I really think that we're looking good. I really think Collins is going to make a huge difference. And I think Nassib on that defensive line, and then the rotation that we previously had already, is going to make for us being damn good on the defensive side, or on the defensive line. I think we're going to be able to get really good pressure off of that. We're going to have a lot of rotation to where we can still get a good bit of speed off the edge. I think Farrell is going to end up playing another solid season. I know a lot of people don't like to give him credit for it, but as a defensive end, he played a solid-ass year out there. So I think our defensive line is pretty much set. And then in our linebacker position, you got to figure last season we were going into our games with Joyner playing that nickel spot, and then we had Compton and Morrow. And now we have Littleton and Kwiatkowski, and then you'll either have Joyner or Muse or somebody. That's such a huge step up. That bumps you up like 3 spots on the defensive side immediately. And I know I talked a little bit of shit about Compton, but I mean, he was a bright spot on our defense. That's still a dude we can go out there and bring back for this season. So I'm curious to see what ends up happening with that. I know I talked about Vantez for a little bit, but honestly, to bring him back at a depth position instead of a starting position, I would take Compton back on this team in a heartbeat. So let me know what you guys think about that. And then the secondary, I really think they're going to be able to buy us enough time to where our linebackers and our defensive line will end up really getting to these quarterbacks. So I truly believe that we can have a top 12 defense out there. And like I said earlier, if we have a top 12 offense, a top 12 defense, we're going to the playoffs and we got a serious shot. So I'm happy as hell about it. Let me know what you all think, man. Let's see if I can catch back up here. We're sleeping on Rod Smith. Any chance he makes it as running back 4? That's very possible. He was healthy last season, though, and we never got a shot to see him. Even if it was just like a simple dive play, he never really got in there for us. I want to see what happens with him, but because he is that big-bodied back that I really have been talking about that I want on this team. I'm curious to see how his camp goes. I'd like to see him make this team and be that spell back that can come in there and just pound people, so we'll see. Caden finally, it's competitive Browns team. I think that Browns team is pretty competitive, but their quarterback's holding them back, dude. They truly is. They'll finally see it. The Faneless Bolts. The Bolts are going to be trash, dude. The defense is going to be good, but they're going to be exactly like the Patriots are. I don't think they're going to end up being contenders this season, so I'll take that all damn day. There's not a single hole in our team. There's a few holes in it, but it's not in our starters, and that is huge for us. And then the few holes that we do have, it's at depth positions that we could honestly, with the other talent that we have on the field, we could kind of bandage it to get us through a week or two. So we're looking damn good, man. I'm telling you, we are. Diego still breaking down a surprisingly good Falcon team down the stretch. The Falcons, man, look out for the Falcons, dude. If the Falcons are in contention, that team plays damn good, especially at home. They have, if they have the crowd there, it makes a huge difference. Could we trade for A.J. Green? No, I think that was just a rumor that ended up getting squashed along the way. Now that they got their little rook in there, they're keeping A.J. for sure. Max will finally get a break. Dude, I'm telling you, you get Max in there with fresh legs all the damn time, that's going to be a big difference for Max. A lot of people are saying that Max is going to take a step back and have that sophomore slump. With the pieces that we've added around him, I think Max is going to go off and end up being a superstar in this league. No pizza. Yeah, that's pretty good. We're not going to get A.J. Green. Our receiving core is looking good as shit right now. Revenge game versus the Jets, week 13. That's going to be... I'm still tossed up in the air on that game. Cut P.J. Hall and get Anthony Rush back. Thank you. Thank you. All fucking day. Thank you very much. I would agree with that 150%. Still have no idea why Rush got cut off this team. I really like that. Week 14, come on, it's Phillip Rivers. Like I said before, that's the only game I want to see Eric Harris play in. It's against Phillip Rivers to destroy him. 805, I liked Compton. I did too, and I gave him a good bit of shit on this team. But I was just pissed off by the end of last year, especially just with our linebacking core. But I like Compton coming back on this team as depth. He already knows the defense. He played solid for us. He was a bright spot for us when we were looking low. So I would take him back on this team for some depth. Hey, brother, I really don't like to put this out there, but if you can hit me up privately, I'll get you my number. I'd love to real talk. Oh, man, dude, I appreciate that, Chris. Definitely, dude. Just, I don't know if you have Twitter or not. I'm brand new to that shit, but I know you can private message through that, so be sure to hit me up through that, dude. Devin, what's happening, dude? I really think that we have a top 12 offense, but I feel like our defense might just be in the middle of the pack. There's a shit ton of new faces on that defense, and they're not going to have time to gel. I was going to get into that, but I mean, that is the biggest knock on our defense. It is a brand new defense of dudes working together. A lot of that's going to fall on Gunther. I think Marinelli's really going to help with that. But if this defense can get on the same page, we're going to be looking damn good. Who's returning kicks? I really think it's going to end up being Aguilar, or it's going to end up being, if he ends up making the team, it'll end up being Rico Gafford. So I think those two back there would end up being a good spot for both of those guys. We'd be able to keep them both on the roster, and it would keep a ton of speed on this team. So that would be my best guess, but in all honesty, I have no idea. I hate being that guy, but A.J. Green would give us depth and is a tall wide receiver. I just don't think the Bengals are going to end up getting rid of him anymore. I think they had a shot before the draft when everybody was talking about him moving. I don't know if we ended up making any kind of push towards it, but at this point right now, I just don't see it happening. Tua could be good, but it'll be a good game. Dude, I'm telling you, man, by the end of this upcoming season, watch out for the Dolphins. That is just a team jacked full of first-round picks from the past 2 years. If Tua is the guy that can make them all start gelling, it's going to be a dramatically different team. I still think we whip that ass out there, but just keep an eye on them. It's them and Arizona are the two teams that I'm really watching to see that could be like the next big impact teams out there. And it's a good question, yeah. Ruggs, I think, will be taking kicks back. I think that's very possible. I just don't want to see him returning kicks. I just don't want to see him get blown up and hurt on a kick return with how much I think he's going to add to this offense. Baker is trash. Oh, I saw harsh, dude. Tough Pody's game in Mile High. That Week 17 game is going to be tough, but I'm really hoping that we're in a position where we're locked there and we don't even see starters in that game. 10-6, final prediction. That's fair, dude. I will give you 10-6 because 10-6 puts us in the playoffs, and I will take that all day long. All day long. The fan in me saw us winning 12-4, but 11-5, 10-6. That gets us in. And that's all I really want this season. I feel like the Collins is here. Oh, dude. Collins is the most underrated addition onto this defense in a long-ass time. I think once people actually see him, I know a lot of you guys will go back out there and watch their tape. A lot of people just know his name. Once this season starts and you see him playing on this defensive line in the way that they're going to have to play their double teams on the offensive side, you're going to see us getting freed up and getting in there big time, and Collins is going to be a major, major part of that. Silver, what's happening, dude? Welcome to the show. Can't wait to see Karl Joseph versus Josh Jacobs. That's going to be a damn good matchup, and I still have respect for Joseph. I truly love Joseph. I wanted to see him stay on this team. It was a matter of it came down to money. We offered him one thing. They offered him more. I'm not going to fault him for going out there and taking it. But if I could see Josh Jacobs drop his shoulder and put Karl Joseph on his ass, I would take that in a heartbeat. Like, yes, I'm salivating all over the Collins edition. Dude, I'm telling you, man, that's going to be awesome. I don't do the Twitter. I'm an old fart. I'm right there with you. I've had it for like a month. I've had it like longer than that. I've only used it for like a month right now. It's already been hacked once since I started fucking with it. So really kind of pissed me off. We'll figure out something, dude, for sure. I think Lynn Bowden will be a Pro Bowl punt returner. That's a very real possibility. I would take that. I would take that in a heartbeat because I really think he will be the guy back there returning punts for us. And then I think if we can work him in a little bit other ways, he's going to end up having a really, really damn good career with us. I think the Raiders' offense is stronger than the defense. All right, that's the big question, T-Barry, at the end of the day. Who do I think is stronger out there? I mean, you have to give the nod right now to the offense, just simply based on the fact that Carr has every weapon that he needs around him right now, and the defense is going to take time to gel. But we are stacked on both sides of the ball right now, and I am telling you, we got a serious shot, and I truly believe that shit in my heart. So let me know what y'all think, man. But I'll give the nod to the offense for right now. But if these guys can start the gel on the defensive side of the ball, we're going to end up having a top 12 defense, and it's going to carry us deep into the playoffs. I think Max will have a decent year, but not as good as last year, just due to that he won't be a surprise, and that I think you will see more double teams. Happy Memorial Day from Japan. Frank, I appreciate that, man. Same to you, sir. The only reason I think Max will still do okay is because people are going to have to put those double teams on Collins. But if they might double team Collins when Nassib comes in there, so it's all going to depend on how they play us. But you're right, there is going to be no surprise. People are going to be planning for Mad Max now, and they have to. But if we can get Mad Max double teamed, it's going to free up Hurst, and it's going to free up Hankins, and it's going to free up all these other dudes across the board. Hell, it might even free up Farrell to where he comes out there and has a damn good year for us. Tank for Trevor, or as the young kids say. No, I don't think so. I do not think so. Can't take another losing season. We need to make the playoffs this year. Yes, we have to. If we end up having another losing season out there, Carr's losing his job. It's honestly possible that, Gunther will definitely lose his job throughout the season. You honestly might even see Gruden go at that point because he's had 3 years now. And I could see Mayock staying and those two going. I truly believe that. If we truly tank, I could see that happening. I think Mayock has been one of the most amazing additions to this team in a very, very long time. Titans have gone 9-7 the past 3 years, and look what they did this time. There you go. I know I'm overly optimistic about the team, but I'm concerned about the Chiefs. If everyone steps up, the Raiders put everyone on notice. I'm right there with you. I'm probably the most optimistic person in the world about this team because I truly fucking love them, and it's a brand new season. And whenever you go into a new season, there is no damn reason you should not believe that your team is going to be the number one team in the league. Every year, there's another team that goes out there and jumps into the ranks and gets into the mix. Why the hell not us? And why the hell not us, especially with the talent that we've added on this team over the past 2 seasons? We're going to be jacked as shit this year. And it's not often you can go out there, because even last year, I was like, oh man, we're going to end up being pretty good. But deep down, I knew, all right, we have so many holes out there. We're going to end up eating shit here and eating shit here. But honestly, looking at it now, it's like, all right, man, we have a solid-ass offense. We have a solid-ass defense. Man, we got a serious shot at this thing. So, yeah, be optimistic this year. This year feels different than it has in, the past probably 7 to 10 years, to be honest with you. I still don't have Twitter. Man, like I said, dude, I don't even really understand Twitter. I just go out there just to kind of post my videos out there just to let people know. We should look at getting a new player caller if it doesn't work this year. Yeah, yes, I completely agree with that. Even if you keep Gruden, just bring in a true offensive coordinator. I really thought we were going to see his brother. I'm not even going to lie to you. I thought we were going to see Jay come over here and take over that OC spot. I'm truly shocked that we didn't. I could possibly see that being a move for us moving forward, but those two might not want to work together. Both those dudes have major egos themselves, so they might butt heads, and that might be a problem. They might know it, so you'd never see it. Carr is only as good as the people that Mike Mayock and John Gruden put around him. That's what I'm saying. And right now, he has some damn good people around him, so he better step up. Collins in the middle will free up everyone. It truly will. He's going to draw some double teams. Gruden will never let go of the play calling. He just needs to step it up. Just open it up. Not even step it up, dude. Just fucking open it up. Or just tell Carr, if you go out there and you see something, you don't have these 2 audibles to choose from, you can do whatever the hell you want. And if he won't let Carr do that, then much like Gannon used to do, Carr just needs to do it. Just do it. If you end up scoring a touchdown, you call an audible, and it wasn't Gruden's play, he's going to give you that little shit-eating grin, and then you're both going to walk away. If you end up throwing a pick, you're going to go to the sidelines, and he's going to chew your fucking ear off. But at the same time, if you win that game, at the end of the day, all's forgiven. So Carr needs to make that step. That's what Carr has to do. I'm so excited for this season. Me too, man. I feel like we only have fractions of Gruden playbook. We've been waiting for these pieces that he needs to open it up. And I think that's very true. I completely agree with you, and I think that's true on the defensive side of the ball. I think you're going to see Gunther start to expand his playbook a good bit this season too, so that's going to be another factor that ends up making us shock the fucking world out there. Gruden finally has some new toys to make his offense work. Yes, sir. 19-0. Dude, we go 19-0. I'll just sit here crying for 2 hours and then just kill the stream. I think Gruden is going much harder than it is last year. I think Gruden is going to go much harder than this year than last year. I think you're right about that. I really think he's going to start pushing them. Fierce, welcome to the show, man. Raiders can win the AFC West. Yes, we can. I truly, truly believe that, and I truly think we're going to. What are your thoughts on Gruden going old school offense? Is he blowing smoke? He thinks this way. The defense is set up. I think if we go out there, that's the thing. We went out there and scored points early every single game last season, for the most part. Like the games where we were really clicking. We'd go out there, we'd march down the field, we'd score some points, we'd stop them, we'd score some more points, and then he'd start just trying to mash the ball down their throat, and teams would come back on us. I think he just needs to keep it opened up, man. It's like if your offense is working in that first quarter and that second quarter, I know we don't make any fucking halftime adjustment in the world, but then all he does start to do is when we're winning is just starts beating it down people's throats. What he needs to do is just keep fucking scoring. He has the mind to go out there and score against defenses in this league. He just needs to get out of that mindset of, okay, now it's ground and pound. He just needs to be like, all right, we have this game plan. It's working. Let's go out there and drop 35, 42 points on a team, and then let's see if they can come back, because I promise you they won't be able to. Win nothing less than 9 games. Anything less than 9 games, people's heads are going to roll. I promise you that. What do you think of the AFC West standings will be at the end of the season? I really think the Chargers are going to end up being 4th. I think they're probably going to be somewhere around that 8-8 mark, which will end up being pretty damn good for them, honestly. I think Denver's going to end up being pretty damn good. I see them being right around 9-6. I really put us right at that 11-5 mark, and I think the Chiefs will be there right there too at the 11-5 mark. I really think it's going to come down to divisional wins, and if we go 1-1 to see who ends up winning this division, and I'll take that all damn day. I think Gruden will go old school offense, but we will also mix it up. That's the thing, man. We have these weapons. As long as he doesn't stop, that's all I'm asking him to do this season. Is just don't stop. If you want to pound it down their throats, then that's your game plan. Then fucking do it from start to finish. Go out there and just run the ball down their throats. And then you want to throw the bomb mixed in there, that's fine. But if it's working, don't take your foot off the gas. Just keep doing it until we stack some serious points out there. I'm an offensive side of the ball. Damn defense is stacked. I believe we are. Dude, I'm telling you, man, we have it this season. We truly, truly do. Welcome to the show, Shay. But that's pretty much what I got for you guys tonight, man. I'm going to have to jump off of here. I got to wake up early tomorrow morning. I got a lot going on. So hit me up. Let me know what you guys think. Hit me up in the comment section. All you guys that came out tonight, let me hit these last few up real quick. Hey, brother, much love. I hope you... I hope Arceli gets a chance to enjoy being a Fireman like I did 5 months ago. I told you I just retired. I'm so happy I could watch more Raider football. Dude, hell yeah, dude. Congratulations on retirement, man. It's a long-ass career. I'm sure you've seen a ton of shit, so congratulations to you. Go for the throat. Don't play conservative. Yep. Where do you see it? Oh, when do you see Edwards taking the field? Week 1. Anytime we're in the red zone. I'm telling you, we're going to see Edwards. I really like that kid, and he's going to make a major impact for us. So that's it, guys. Until next time, I'm Sun Joku. We will see you guys later.